Welcome, beautiful witches and curious seekers, to the Coven Corner of Clarity, where we slice through the fog of jargon faster than a ritual athame cleaves moonlight. Today, we're tackling 3 terms that get tossed around in mystical circles like confetti at a Sabbat: occultism, esotericism, and mysticism. Buckle up. This is your no-nonsense, unapologetic guide to what these words really mean, how they overlap, and why you've probably been confusing them at your annual Samhain soiree. First things first, if you haven't already joined our Coven of Curious Minds, you know the drill. Subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a lunar podcast or a spellcasting tutorial. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's unmask occultism. The word occult comes from the Latin occultus, meaning hidden or secret. Occultism is the umbrella under which all those shadowy arts and sciences gather. Alchemy, divination, ceremonial magic, spirit communication, and every other practice that invites you to peer behind the veil of everyday reality. Think of it as the toolkit of the mysterious. The bones, bat wings, and cryptic sigils you use to negotiate with forces beyond the mundane. But let me be crystal clear. Occultism isn't devil worship or Halloween cosplay. It's the serious study of hidden laws and energies. Think cosmic operating system. If you're dabbling with grimoires, chanting in candlelight, or summoning your inner high priestess, congratulations, you're an occultist at heart. Next on the chopping block, esotericism. Now hear me out. Every occultist is involved in something esoteric, but not every esotericist practices what you'd call occult. Esotericism comes from the Greek esoterikos, meaning for the inner circle. It refers to teachings and knowledge reserved for initiates, ideas too potent or complex for public consumption. Esoteric streams can flow through religion, philosophy, or mystic orders, from Neoplatonism to Theosophy, from Sufi orders to the secret doctrines of Hermeticism. In practice, esotericism is about the inner meaning behind symbols and doctrines. It's peeling back the layered onion of teachings, understanding what a symbol really means beyond the surface ritual. While occultism hands you the tools, esotericism hands you the decoder ring. One studies the astral planes, the other deciphers why the astral plane exists in the first place. And now mysticism, the velvet glove of spiritual experience. Mysticism isn't about secret textbooks or ritual paraphernalia. It's the direct, unfiltered encounter with the divine or ultimate reality. The word stems from the Greek mystikos, pertaining to mysteries. But in this case, the mystery is not to be revealed through books or ceremonies, but to be lived and felt. Mystics aren't content with theory. They crave union with God, with the cosmos, with their higher self. Whether through meditation, ecstatic dance, desert retreats, or the slow burning devotion of a nun or dervish, mysticism is about dissolving the barrier between self and sacred. It's the intimate whisper of the universe in your ear, the nectar of divine oneness. Now let's weave these threads together. How do they differ? How do they overlap? And why should you care? Occultism gives you the how. Do this ritual, mix these herbs, trace these runes. Esotericism gives you the why. What cosmic architecture underpins your ritual? What secret symbolism animates those runes? Mysticism gives you the now, what it feels like to step through the portal and bask in the ineffable presence. You can be an occultist without ever craving mystical union, someone who loves the mechanics but isn't chasing ecstatic enlightenment. You can study esotericism purely as an intellectual pursuit, cracking codes, compiling systems, but never stirring your soul into rapture. You can be a mystic who cares nothing for occult mechanics or esoteric scholarship, drawn only to the direct taste of the divine. Here's where most folks trip up. They see ritual robes and assume mysticism. They see a dusty grimoire and call it esotericism. They overhear the term occult and run screaming. Enough of that nonsense. Let's claim our vocabulary like the empowered witches we are. When you speak of occultism, you speak of hidden arts and practices. When you speak of esotericism, you speak of hidden teachings and meanings. When you speak of mysticism, you speak of hidden experiences of the sacred. Still with me? Good. Now, a little practical sizzle. If you want to design a magical practice that satisfies all three, start your mornings with meditation to taste the mystic high, then move into a study session. Open your theosophical tomes or hermetic manuscripts for esoteric insight. Then, after lunch, mix up a protective oil blend and cast your circle to work some occult magic. You'll end the day glowing, brain buzzing, and power humming through your veins. And if you're thinking, but I don't have time for all that, darling, we aren't here to coddle. Magic demands commitment. But start small. A 2-minute breathwork session, a 5-minute runic study, a quick sigil sketch on your morning coffee cup. The Trinity of hidden arts is yours. Claim it. Before we wrap up, let's drop a truth bomb. You don't need to fit neatly into a category. Witchcraft is as personal as the shape of your shadow. Some days you're pure occultist, crunching numbers in your astrological chart. Other days you're a mystic, weeping before an altar in candlelight. And sometimes you're that cheeky esoteric scholar, delighting in the nuanced syncretism of Kabbalah and Taoism. Embrace the chaos. All right, tribe of the night, let's conjure up a quick recap. Occultism is the practice, esotericism is the teaching, mysticism is the experience. Use them like your triple steel staff of power, weaving spells that sing with purpose. If your coven circle could use this crystal clear breakdown, you know what to do. Hit that like button, ring that bell, and subscribe for more wickedly enlightening content every moon cycle. Don't let your fellow witches wander in the semantic swamp. Now go forth, conjure your own trifecta of hidden wisdom, and remember, language shapes reality. Speak these terms with power, and the universe will respond. Until next time, may your sigils burn bright, your secrets stay sacred, and your magic never apologize for being magnificent. Blessed be, subscribe, and may your path always be illuminated.